So that is liturgical abuse. Don't promote division. SSPX is irregular. Yeah, so I got this comment in one of my videos recently, and it represents probably one of the biggest reasons why I decided to just go with SSPX. It kind of it represents quite a bit of hypocrisy. So basically, so this is done in the reference to this is essentially the chicken dance video, which essentially it's this. Yeah, chicken dancing, witch hat. Yeah, that's people giving communion. Like it's yeah, yeah, it's not good. And while I'm happy that he missed, okay, that's abuse, that's not supposed to be happening, they kind of miss the point of what people are saying when they say, this is why I attend SSPX. And Dr. Taylor Marshall, in his video on the matter, goes in quite detail. We're not talking about an isolated incident in Germany. This is a sample of what goes on in a lot of the mainline Catholic parishes throughout the world. Maybe it's not as in your face as that, but it happens all the time. So I'll tell you some of my personal experiences. I have seen hosts left on the windowsill, hosts rolling around on the floor. I've seen priests come to the altar on St. Patrick's Day in a St. Patrick's Day um, Irish green tie for mass, change the liturgical vestment colors for green. But honestly, I probably could have tolerated the minor liturgical abuses if it wasn't for the fact that quite often a lot of the priests I met do not even hold the basic requirements of the Catholic faith. When I went to SSPX, not having to deal with these in your face liturgical abuses was a massive bonus. But it was not the main thing. It's what these liturgical abuses represent. They represent a total, complete, and utter disregard for the Catholic faith. I know a priest to say that Jesus made a mistake when he chose Judas as one of the 12 apostles. I have seen, I've seen priests deny the Blessed Sacrament, called immoral and unnatural relationships from the pulpit, quote unquote, beautiful, with children present. And I keep on talking about people with other dioceses across the globe, and it seems to be a problem. And these people seem to be doing this with impunity. Um, and as far as and so a lot of people argue, well, it's a lot of things. The Pope has a lot on his plate. Well, Pope issued it has suppressed mass that seems to be being enforced. The Pope Francis has I'm hearing rumors now about him suppressing Fraternity of St. Peter, which hopefully is a rumor. But they seem to be, when it comes to like putting the kibosh on traditional Catholics, there doesn't seem to be any problem with getting those decrees out, enforcing them. And so the comments like, oh, SSPX is irregular. Then what's all this? This habitual, across the board, across the globe, mass chicken dance masses, hosts left on the windowsill, habitually, and open denial of the Catholic faith by a large portion of the priesthood. Personal experience, definitely the case in my area, and for what I can tell from people in other areas, largely the situation, even among Orthodox priests, who either, and even if they're Orthodox, they tend to often just nod their head, smile, and go along with it. How is that not irregular? It just boggles the mind. So, and I will say this as well. This question of is SSPX irregular was always a problem for a lot of traditional Catholics, and most people who attend SSPX now have probably dealt with it one way or another. And what probably was the final straw for them was these chicken dance masses. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, essentially this. We had enough of this being Oh, just did all the liturgical abuse and having reverent traditional masses by priests who are Orthodox, who are irregular, basically because they want to be Orthodox, being the ones who are irregular and quote unquote schismatic and outside the church. Honestly, if the Latin Mass is irregular and this is de facto what it's become, because like if this is liturgical abuse, I gotta tell you, it happens a lot across the globe. It's not just in Germany. I'm tired of dealing with novicial bishops who will not uphold the Catholic faith. Like most of us who attend SPX have tried everything. We've spoken with our parish priest privately. We've called the local bishop. And we're told just over. But oh, those people who going actually doing the Catholic faith and worshiping as Catholic souls worship is irregular. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is. I know I'm repeating myself, but it gets ridiculous. And there's nothing more to say about it other than it is absurd to think that SSPX is the one who is irregular, bad, causing schism and division. Okay, for the record, the one who's causing the division? This. This caused division. This is what makes me walk out of the church. Not SSPX offering an alternative to this. This is not what's causing division. At a certain point, you have to say that that's not the Catholic Church. At a certain point, you have to say this is not a nice few isolated instance of minor liturgical abuse. It is a global crisis of faith in the church. And the SSPX is irregular, that it can be labeled irregular and not even given a free hand. Because let's be honest, I wonder what disciplinary measures that those chicken dance mass people are going to get. My guess is a slap on the wrist to nothing. Why isn't SSPX given a free hand? Is a fair question. Oh, they're being um, disobedient. That's being disobedient, and that's like giving the pretext for the SSPX. The SSPX actually believes in the Catholic faith. Why is it SSPX being given a free hand, and the chicken dance mass people being censored? I guarantee you, if that was the case, SSPX would not be irregular. Even the Civicantes would probably quickly reunite. In a heartbeat. I know. I've spoken with Civicantes. That is very much their attitude, and it's kind of the reason as to why they think there is a Civicant. Honestly, but yeah. So that's the church abuse. Don't promote division, bro. SSPX is irregular. Kind of sums up just a blind. With all due respect, it sums up the blindness on just how bad the situation has gotten, how hypocritical and ridiculous the situation has gotten in the Catholic Church, and it doesn't respect the fact that a lot of traditionalists have actually already been there who attend SSPX, including SSPX priests as well. They've already dealt with this question, and I'm sorry, this is absurd. If that is genuinely the case, that SSPX people are promoting the Catholic faith are regular, who believe in all the doctrines, um, who practice proper liturgy, because of a liturgical event that happened years and years ago, which by the because of a decision that someone made years and years ago, yet constant ongoing chicken dance masses, liturgical abuse, and heresy from the pulpit is not causing division. It is not systematic. You have that. It's actually questions like this that make me ask what's going on, and I have to ask why that's the case, why that is going on, and honestly, the only conclusion I can reach is that yeah, there is the crisis in the church is major. SSPX is right, and this is actually one of the big reasons why. It shows that the corruption in the church is not just um, on the chicken dance mass parish level, but it goes right to the top. So yeah, I will repeat that. If you want to find the authentic Catholic faith, and I'll say you need to go here to find the authentic Catholic faith, because the mainline Catholics are base are getting fussy about the SSPX being causing division, being schism, while this is causing unity. Yeah, go to SSPX. Go to Society of St. Pius X. I'll say this: when I go there, I disagree with like what to serve for the potluck for the priest. I disagree with how should we start evangelizing certain people, etc. But I've never actually had to deal with a quick case of heresy with an SSPX priest. Anyway, God bless. Yes, go to SSPX. Yes, go to SSPX. Yes, go to SSPX. God bless.